Hello, welcome to RT Today, where we bring you Middletown High School's announcements for the week ahead, a wrap-up of what happened in the news last week, and more. This week's show is brought to you by
The Main Cup, local flavor that perks.
Let's go to Jacob Holcomb with a look back at this week in history.
In This Week in History on March 10, 1876, Alexander Graham Bell made his first phone call on his new invention of the telephone. The message read, "Watson, come here, I need you." This led to the establishing of the Bell Telephone Company in 1877. That's it for your week in history.
Now let's hear about this week's birthdays from Sophie Weinstein.
A happy birthday this week to Brooke Donovich, Deshawn Sipkaz, Marilyn Granados-Guevara, Kylie Stoltz, Ava Cox, Scott Milner, Colby Morin, Patrick Velez, Michaela Wolf, Brady Austin, Alexis Gray, Hannah Klein, Colby Grisb, Nathaniel Heaton, Cameron Holmes, Connor Meyer, Aiden Peters, Brian Ryder, Jacob Burns, Grace King, Isaac McOlson, Michael Solari, Chase Weller, Simon Broomberg, and Damian Bowles.
Let's go to Haley Otto with this week's announcements.
Middletown High School's picture days for juniors, sophomores, and freshmen start Tuesday, March 9th. Photos will be taken by LifeTouch in a safe environment, adhering to all required safety protocols and more. Photo day will take place during the regular school day for Cohort A on Tuesday, March 9th, and Cohort B on Thursday, March 11th. Virtual cohort students will be able to sign up for afternoon sessions following school on both days. To purchase photo packages in advance, go to lifetouch.com and enter the code EVTVKF9Q6. More details about safety protocols, sign-ups for afternoon sessions, and how to order photos will be coming soon on the MHS newsletter and Find Out First. These photos will be used in the yearbook, but it is not required to purchase the photo package for a portrait to be taken. Details about makeup sessions and retakes will be released after the scheduled photo dates. Attention Middletown High School AP students, the College Board recently released information about the 2021 AP Testing Administration in May, and MHS administrators, in collaboration with MHS AP teachers, have been hard at work creating AP testing schedule that works for our students. Please note, AP exams will be full in length. The exam format, that is digital versus paper and pencil, is determined by the date of the exam and established by the College Board. Our AP teachers determine the date of the exam from the choices provided by the College Board and their knowledge of which option best serves the students' needs. All students will have the opportunity in April to decide if they plan to take the exam in school or at home. Students should discuss their options with their parents/guardians and teachers to make the best decision for themselves. All at-home exams will be taken in the digital format, and students will be provided with an FCPS device to take the exam. The following exams must be taken at school: AP French Language and Culture, AP Spanish Language and Culture, AP Music Theory. The College Board strongly recommends the students take the following exam in school in the paper and pencil format: AP Calculus, AP Chemistry, and AP Physics.
Thanks, Haley. Now let's find out what's happening in the rest of the world. Here's Calvin Salser.
Recent controversy has led to ceasing the publishing of 6 Dr. Seuss books due to racist and insensitive imagery. Dr. Seuss Enterprises told the Associated Press that the books, quote, portray people in ways that are hurtful and wrong, unquote. The books that have been affected are And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, If I Ran a Zoo, McElligot's Pool, On Beyond Zebra, Scrambled Egg Super, and The Cat's Quizzer. The Biden administration is speeding up the production of COVID-19 vaccines, promising that vaccines will be available for every adult by May. The manufacturing companies Merck and Johnson & Johnson will be collaborating to make a one-shot vaccine, and they will, quote, operate 24/7, unquote, according to President Biden. Biden also stated that citizens should, quote, stay vigilant, unquote, because, quote, this fight is far from over, unquote, especially with the rise of variants to the virus. Texas Governor Greg Abbott stated he plans to lift the mask mandate and increase restaurant capacity to 100%. Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves made a similar announcement shortly after. This executive order is set to go into effect on Wednesday, March 10th. Governor Greg Abbott made this decision after monitoring the advancements in vaccines and therapeutics, deciding that masks were no longer necessary. Up next, Nate Powell tells us what's been happening in the world of arts, entertainment, and celebrity.
Hershey released a brand new twist on their classic Reese's Cup. The new candy will have a sweeter filling with a slightly different texture. The traditional milk chocolate shell will be replaced with a brand new peanut butter shell. McIlvaine, the Reese's brand manager, said, quote, "This is a nicer experience than eating out of a peanut butter jar," end quote. You can find the new Reese's Cup on sale for a limited time from April until August. The famous children's toy brand Hasbro is changing the name of their toy Mr. Potato Head to just Potato Head. Hasbro will still be producing the classic Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head toys, but will start making non-gendered potato heads. The brand aims to be more inclusive so children can make potato families with 2 moms or 2 dads. Jamil French, an actor who was well known for a starring role in Degrassi: The Next Generation, died on March 1st at age 29. His cause of death has still not been specified. Let's go to sports, where Patrick Velez catches us up on what's happening on and off the field.
NFL pass rusher J.J. Watt has recently signed a 2-year contract with the Arizona Cardinals. Watt broke the news on Twitter with a picture of him working out in a Cardinals t-shirt. Watt will reunite with his former Houston Texans teammate, wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, after being with the Texans for 10 years. The Washington football team will move on from quarterback Alex Smith in the next couple of days. Smith recently won the Comeback Player of the Year award after suffering a brutal leg injury that took 17 surgeries and 2 years to heal. This year, Smith went 5-1 as the starting quarterback, but missed a couple of games, including Washington's wildcard game with injury. Washington will save about $14 million in cap space by releasing Smith, who is due $24 million, had he stayed on the roster on his contract with no restructuring. The NBA All-Star Weekend took place last weekend at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. Due to COVID-19 protocols and regulations, players could not go anywhere other than the arena and their hotel rooms. Coaches and players who had not received the vaccine were tested every day. The NBA and NBPA showed support for historically black colleges and universities affected by COVID-19 by dedicating the 2021 All-Star Game weekend and raising over $3 million in funds and resources for HBCU.
Thanks, Patrick. Finally, Emma Kufta shares with us some words of wisdom.
Keeping up with the current events seems pretty easy, right? Just look at the TV, computer, or smartphone. Unfortunately, a lot of the news we watch and read is negative. But the truth is, there's good news all around us. You just have to search a little harder to find it. There are many heartwarming stories that highlight human behavior at its very best, rather than at its worst. Stories about people who are making a difference in the lives of others and contributing to the world we live in. There's a Chinese proverb that says, quote, "It is better to light a candle than curse the darkness," unquote. Today, turn your attention to the positive news happening in our world, our country, our school, and at home, rather than complain about the negative, and find ways to create, inspire, and share the positive. That's it for RT Today. Make it a great day, or not. The choice is yours.